Okay then, my lovelies. Once again, we are doing the BBPN here, weekly review here, week number 6 of season number 10 there. A lot of you did not disappoint. You definitely stepped up to the plate. This was an interesting game week in there. And yes, there were some upsets too, and there's nothing wrong with that there. So we're going to go and review everything there, discuss what you need to do here, and for the first time we're going to look at what is potentially going to happen there with relegation to Hooligan Division. It's an interesting discussion there, lads. It's an interesting discussion. Okay, let's start with the Hammer Time Division there. Boy, this was an interesting week number 6 here. Let's take a quick little review at the teams here. Now they've evolved and finished up their week 6. Cemetery Gates, I am still sticking with. They are the team to beat here, 1410 TV. And they're just cruising on to victory here. Mummy's basic build up here. They're slowly getting onto the second skill. The Whites, they're not the scary part on this team by far here, and that's fine. They've got one with Blodge there. This is where the ghoul friend Claude, and they're doing a great job. As you can see here, proper development all the way up and down here. He's got a fresh one there. He's got no complaints, none whatsoever, and yet there we go. The key surgical skill he had to buy there. He's got kick on one of the zombies, brilliant there, and he's got the spear. Didn't want to waste a double. I don't blame you, lad. I don't blame you. Don't want to waste a double. It does have good uses, very good surgical uses. Recommendation: next double, either go with another god, or maybe you buy Sneaky Git. No, I'm serious. Sneaky Git's not a bad idea as a double for a zombie. Look that one up. It's an interesting thought there. Anyway. 3 rerolls, cheerleader, fan factor, coach's assistant. There's nothing wrong with this firm here. As mentioned, he is the team to beat here. Alright, Gozards. Okay, they stepped up to the plate this week. Let's take a look here. Now, you're already seeing a problem. Yeah, you're seeing a problem. Week 7, not going to be a good week for you, lad. But, you know, you've made a better measure of yourself here, haven't you? So he's out for 1 game. You've got, another one out for game. Fun fact, that's an AG decrease. And again, fun fact, you can't go below 1. However, fun fact, the client remembers that you do have that applied to you. Yeah, because I'm going to take a little peek here. And yeah, it's decided to ignore the bloody thing. It's typical. It applies a -1 AG. In theory, what it's supposed to do is remember it. Alright, fine, okay. Anyway, it's basically, it's a permanent injury. That means fuck all. So you don't care. 2 of your sources, they're going to have to do a lot of the work here. And of course, yep, the skink crew here. 5 of them, 1 with Blodge, 1 for sidestep. 3 team rerolls, Apothecary, 3 fan factor. That's actually now by this point a bit low. But I don't think you're in critical danger there. Low TV. But again, obvious reasons why your TVs are, battered there, and I'll definitely go and review what happened during the week. Alright, straight from the Underworld there. Underworld, this was a rough week, wasn't it there? You did get kind of manhandled there. He's got Claw on the Troll, though, so that's a bit dangerous for the bigger teams later on there. And, of course, the Skaven Blitzers, 1 with Jump Up, 1 with a Mighty Blow. That's good dinkum there. And then the Throwers. Well, you've got replacement. This lad's your backup. No, seriously, he's your backup. I know you don't want to fire him. Keep it in mind later in the second round. That would all I would say in there. Meanwhile, the good mutation there. Got Wrestle on a line rat. Good D. And this is where things are still developing nicely here. These are absolutely fantastic there. You need more of these, but I understand. They keep dying, sir. Yeah, they have indeed. 3 rerolls, Apothecary, 5 fan factor. It's going to be fun how they do the second round there. And now, alright. Out. Just out. That's all we'll say on that one there. They are gone. Alright. Now, of course, the Havling team. The big surprise this year. They have been a big surprise. Aiming for Hooligan Division was probably the most realistic aim they had behind the hands of this maniac. And bravo, that's where they're probably going there. They have certainly earned it. He's got the guard. He's got the melty block here. He's daring to live the dream. Mind you, it's also a cripple. Yep, he got a strength increase on a cripple. Cheers, lad. That's gonna suck. AV5, yet he's strength 3. There's your cage diver. He doesn't have long to live. And meanwhile, diving tickle on the blodger there. And of course, this one's got an AG decrease. Well, that's actually a good skill to buy, considering he's no longer front line. He is not front line at all. Catch it, good skill to have there for more like hail the bolts, and of course another one you can't fire him. I keep getting you a problem there. 7 fan factor, apothecary, 3 team rerolls, 40. Buy more halflings. That's the only voice I've got for you. A, buy more halflings. B, halfling chef. Check it out sometime. He's going to be the key to you later. Alright, sure. Handful of hash it here. Alright, what have the cunts done for you lately? Yay! Bull Centaur got a skill. Bravo. Took fucking long enough. Don't worry, I'm just as critical about that other cunt of a 12th team. And meanwhile, over here, blockers, one's got God. They're taking the time, aren't they? But I can see it. They're doing something, just they're not doing it fast enough. And of course, yep, there you go. Sure hands, that's what you wanted there. Here's your ball carrier. Him. Decisions, isn't it? It's all going to come down the road there. Fun fact, sure hands maybe again's not a bad idea. Kickoff returns another one. Dirty players, your other option. You've got a wealth of options. But, you know, here's my insight. Buy a kicker. You know, make him a kick. 2 team rerolls, apothecary, 5 fan factor. It's all that in a bag of chips. And, of course, the dwarves. Oh, boy, the dwarves. All right, kids, let's take a look at this dwarf firm. Again, Troll Slayers. They both have 1 MVP each. And that's it. What's wrong with these chaps? I don't know. There's something going wrong with this firm. Blodge here on the Blitzer. God on the other one. That's fine. Haven't we have this discussion last week? We did. We did indeed have this discussion last week. We're having it fucking again here. Where's the second runner? You've got the money. Why don't you have a backup second runner? I don't. Yes, you do need it in case anything goes wrong here. You need a backup or a bailout plan. But it's your team. That's your team. Meanwhile, the rest of the fine Bonnie Longbeards, they're doing great. They're doing absolutely great here. 3 team rerolls, apothecary, 3 fan factor. However, what's going wrong with this firm? Everything it seems to be like here. And meanwhile, yep, Sovereign, yep, Nurgle had a bad week finally. This team finally got the business end, and they didn't enjoy it there. Of course, they got the best fluffer you've ever seen. Notice the gap. Yep, they lost a warrior. They lost a warrior, so that is going to be an expensive replacement. It's going to take him at least 1 game, maybe 2. So he's got bits of problems here. The Rodders, look, there's nothing wrong with the movement decrease Rodders. Are they still serving the purpose? Yes, then he doesn't need to get rid of them. Enough said. Absolutely. And there's another, the leader's got a movement decrease. Again, is he still doing the basic job of a Rodder? Yes. Don't fucking care. I really don't. It's amazing how many of these times it's movement decreases. It's like his team is intentionally doing the curly shuffle. They're not moving very far. 5 hand factor, 2 reroll. Normally I would have said bump that up but 1, but I get it. So, you know, you don't need to explain yourself on that one. Like I said, it was a tough week. Let's take a look here at what now the current standings are. As no surprise right there, yeah, the Undead Cemetery Geist #1 with a freaking stomping curbing romp, 6 straight wins, one of the very few, if only, unbeaten and undefeated records. We know who the other one is. Nurgle. Well, guess who they ran into? That's obvious where the loss comes from. You know who they ran into there? That was a tough day there. They're still near top of the league. They're carrying on, but they're going to be spending a week recovering here. And, of course, T-Squared. Well, look at this. That is the most insane division you've ever seen for results. Straight 2s. The middle of the pack is insane. Utterly here. Underworld. Dwarves, Lizard, Chorse, you're all middle of the pack. So that's fucking dangerous, isn't it there? It's all going to come down to what your matchups are for match week 7, because guess who's sniffing at all you fuckers? Guess what? The Halflings are sniffing at you. They might relegate one of you. If they get a win and one of you gets a loss, they might. Keyword might on a differential relegate you to the Hooligan Division, and you don't fucking want to be there. And he's right fucking out of it there. So let's take a look at the upcoming schedule here. Well, that's going to be the worst matchup the Halflings could actually have drawn for the next round. No, seriously, that's the worst possible draw. But, however, the man, the number of blowjobs he gets from his darling, it's incredible with the team here. I will call that on any given Sunday because we have no idea what Nurgle team, because remember, they're the rebuild week. So, it's going to be brutal, and yet, again, at least the smart thing is this Nurgle coach here is no dummy Thicky Holden, so he's going to figure this one out. Alright, Anvils, free win. You're lucky. Your last game's a free win. Take it. That means you don't get relegated. This is another tough one to call here because normally I would say Dwarves win this, hands down. However, we have seen what his performance has been like there. And I'm not even asking my sister what it's been like there. She refuses to even take his phone calls. So, Underworld might just beat him, and Jack is shaped there. And remember, the Troll just got Claw, so very dangerous game there for the Dwarves. The Dwarves must win. If they lose that, there's a good chance the Dwarves are getting relegated. This is going to be a fun game to watch in there. Cemetery Gates, utterly a dominant firm, and they're facing a beat-up but resurgent coach in the Lizards there. Don't think the Lizards are going to win it. Here's my advice, lad. Go for the tie. See if you can actually take a tie. If you can steal a tie from that one, you've earned your stripes there. So that is going to be the Hammer Time division all nice and reviewed. They're beautifully done there. All right, let's get to the next division there, shall we? Now, Panda division, of course, because, well, Pandas know best here. Let's take a look here at what is going on here after week number 6 here. All right, we love this man. We love him indeed. My sister gives him half off every week. And yes, it is the Warp Cheaper Getters, the other Underworld firm here. And again, they are performing. It's been a very fun game to watch for this lad here. Troll not doing anything. No surprises there. Storm Vermin underperforming. He's had to plug a hole there, but that's all right there. He's got plenty of money there. The Skaven Throw. He's got the beautiful skills in there. And of course, yep, the Goblins who do 2/3 or 4/5 of fuck all. And it's kind of his constant problem here is Underworld Goblins keep not getting any SPP. But remember, he's the Knuffles Alter. He likes playing with inducements. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. 1 team reroll, 4 team fan factor. But he's probably going on to the next round. We'll have to see what his last matchup there. All right, Wolf Owl and your poor ladies. Oh, your ladies. The abuse you heap on them here. Let's take a look here at what is left of this Amazon firm. Well, now you can see the great rebuild has started here. They were destroyed last week. This week, well, the Blitzer replacement has come in. Of course, you've got an AG decrease. Cripples now come back to the plate. The 2 catchers doing what they can to get back in the game. And remember, we've discussed this before here, because the throwers kept dying, he's never been able to replace them. And he's constantly spending what money he makes replacing other deaths here. So, she's doing a business, 11 skill points. She's doing a great job as the new thrower. And of course, yep, the Blodge, but she's already taken a break. It's a movement decrease. 3 rerolls Apothecary, who clearly doesn't do a fucking job. And the 4 fan factor. This was the rebuild week. This really was. They've recovered well. They've rebuilt well. Week 7, you're moving on to the next round there. That's basically all you care about right there. All right, now let's take a look here at the surprising camera here, the Sand Destroyers. And, ooh, he had a really interesting game, didn't he there? He ended up drawing the Ogres, and he did. Well, I'm not too sure you can say he's disappointed, because the Ogres, as you've seen the last games, have been very resurgent. They finally have figured the je ne sais quoi, as they'd say. So that's French. It's very subtle there. Great subtle language. And, yeah, Tim Gonnie's got his first level up, finally kicking in there. The Blitzer is going to get a level up in there. And you see, yep, he's got another skeleton leveling up in there, of course. Block. Yeah, he needs that AG3. Congratulations, there's the ball carrier. All right, so he's moving on. He's got the kicker there, and that's probably, you can tell, made all the difference with this firm. He's now got a fucking kicker. So 3 team reels, 4 team fan factor. We'll take a look how he's positioned there. All right, Ice Blade here, Dead Pirate, Relno, Skull. This Necro firm has become another team you have to try and figure out how to beat. And yes, look at the Werewolf firm here. Delightfully yiffy little mutts, doing a great job. Flesh Golems, developing nicely here. Ooh, second skill up on the white. That's going to be interesting to see what you roll on that one there, because we've seen your play style. You've got tons of flexibility. What you want to do with that. Zombie's got a skill up, kick. Next question. No, seriously, buy kick. That's what he buys. The alternative is Dirty Player, because you've got such a long roster. You see, this is why he's such a motivational coach here, Iceblade here. Everyone on every firm wants to play for him. And to the great shock, as you can see by the names, this happens. They start playing for his firm, whether they want to or not. The surprised look on their face carries over from death, apparently. And, of course, 3 team rerolls, 5 fan factor. There's nothing else to say in there. Other than that, like I said, there is a team to beat there. All right, Finhell. Well, he's finally figured them out, hasn't he? He's figured these ogres out. Ogres, of course. He's only got the 4. Again, this is a constant problem. But because this has never been a high earner, because he hasn't been winning games most of the season, this is why. But he has started finally getting more Nobblers, and the Nobblers are starting to skill up. He's got 2 more getting skills, so he's got all kinds of options. Match week 7 might be a weird one for him. Might be a really weird one. If he wins and goes to Hilligan Division, look out. That firm might really mess your jape. Dallas Dead Boys. Lad, you've heard me say this time, I absolutely adore you. I do stand by. You are one of the greatest coaches who just doesn't have the fucking ring. It just never happens. It's going to happen one of these seasons. Every season I bet on you, that's going to be the season. I keep losing money, unfortunately. That's fine, yeah. The supporters will donate. Anyway, Werewolves. Development's coming along here. Nothing to complain about here. Flesh Golems. Oh, second skill up. You've got a lot of thought to put in this one. Depends what he actually rolls in there. A lot of thought. You could go any direction in there. From guard to mighty blow. If he rolls doubles, buy him jump up. You might be surprised what he does with that. And meanwhile, the whites looking fantastic there. The zombies. See, he's got kick. He's fine. He's fucking fine. There's nothing else wrong with it there. He's got a new ghoul being brought in. Yes, see, he's changed his design. He now has a ghoul. And how's that working out for you? Look, he's got a skill point on it there, so apparently it's doing its business. 2 team mute, 3 rolls, 3 fan factor. You see, this is where you being teabagged by Nuffle shows, unfortunately, there. And again, it's not your fault, but we're going to have to figure out, do you need to buy wine, dinner, and flowers for Nuffle first before every match? Oh, Daffo. You got to love him in his Dark Elves there. There's your other firm you've got to beat in this division here. This is the other firm. As you can see here, now he's got not 1 but 2 calendar girls on their way, and one's already got a TD. They're in business. Second round, walk out for this firm. The Blitzers. The amount of how they carry this team is extraordinary. And of course, you see the quality of the coach in there. Anytime he sees any given opportunity, yoink, it's his. Every single time there. 3 team rerolls, boy, he uses them. And they're not bad rerolls, lad. He uses them because risk is the business. We've said this before. We'll say it again. Here's the credo here. Oh, Runner took a bit of a jab, didn't he? Oh, don't worry, he'll shake it off, come back in there. I love the Wood Elf crew. And then, yep, absolutely 100% perfect skill to buy the Wood Elf crew. Kick! That is the perfect skill to buy him. Because he ain't lasting long, but he'll do his job at least once, maybe twice there. And nothing else to complain about. Or what is there? And of course, the Skaven firm. Yep, gooder boys. And it looks like you've had another rough week. Welcome to Skaven, son. Welcome to Skaven. It happens. You'll learn every fucking year with Skaven. Either you have the great year where they never can be caught, as with this lad, or everyone else there gets tied between the tails. Ask Lando. He's had that same problem this year too. Nothing wrong here, but you can see, yeah, bashed out again. He's never going to make it at this rate here. Storm Vermin clearly not doing enough of the job. Not the coach's fault. It's just what's happening to him all the time here. The thrower is out. Well, that doesn't help. That really doesn't help at all, does it there? More linemen, all right. He's got a skill up. At this point here, it's moot, whatever he rolls. It pretty much is moot. Pick something, enjoy yourself. That would be what my recommendation. Maybe buy him Wrestle. Considering you got gutter runners, maybe buy the lad Wrestle there. 3 team rerolls and Apothecary here. Now let's take a look here at what the leaderboard has to say. Alright, Dark Elves, number 1, but you can see, yep, they've got a loss finally. They do have a loss there. No longer the utterly dominant team. That's alright. He's probably just going to bounce back there and win, depending on what his next matchup there. Sister of the Leaf. Hanging on for dear life, top tier. Nice recovery game there. They're definitely going to be advancing on there. Dead Pirate Roll now, Skull there. Well, what happened? Oh, wait, these two aren't falling down fast enough. Let's see if you can correct that this week here. Underworld, you're delighted to be here. Thank you. Try the buffet. He's doing great. Cord, nice recovery there. You're in the middle of the pack. And, of course, I don't blame the coach. I'll say this before, I'll say it again. I do not blame the coach for that one there. You're just not where you deserve to be. Unfortunately, your firm seems to deserve that. I don't know how you alienate Nuffle every year, but apparently you do something. Maybe use a more expensive Jobu ROM at the altar. I don't know. Skaven, you're bottom of the heap. That's you. Have fun 7th game. It doesn't matter. Ogres, if you could steal a win. Problem is, probably not happening, but you're going to Earlier Division probably, because look where you are. That ain't changing. And no one here is relegating. Let's go and take a look here at schedule here. Sister of the Leaf versus the Gooder Boys. Alright, bit of advice here to the Skaven firm. You can win this game because you have Bill Bexley speed. Look that one up there. That means you can just run legs around the sisters all day. Assume you're not going to knock them down. You're just going to shove them. Just go for scores. Just go for stealing their balls. And go from there. It's going to be a footer game indeed. Ooh, that's a scary one there. Khemri versus Underworld. I don't know how to call that one there. Underworld's going to have to trust in the speed because Khemri are going to go to fucking work on you and they're going to work you over. They are the firm for it. That is in any given Sunday game. A preview game of the playoffs, perchance. That's what I call that one right there. Yep, the Necros versus the Dark Elves there. That is going to decide things. And both coaches, my advice to both of you here is take notes. No, seriously, take notes about the other one. Get a feel. Use this game to get a feel for your opponent, because you're going to need that information later on. Trust me. And Dallas Dead Boys, you know, you didn't really fight this team. You really don't. Just take the win and run. Because Big Trouble Little Gnomes has nothing to fucking lose. So they're going to be beating you senseless all game, fouling you senseless all game. You better embrace that's going to happen to you all day. So just blow out the score, move on. Because they're getting ready for the Hilligan Division. Okay, so that was the review there of Angry Panda Division. Well, who's that leave? Oh, right, we got one more division. Yeah, we do. Alright, now we're going to talk about the Tasserin division here. And boy, was this a weird week for this division there. A lot of surprises, some critical games there, and potentially critical damage. Well, let's find out and let's review what happened here. Alright, the Miracle Worker, the Phantom Dodgers, Luke Quad 4. This might be finally your season here. Let's take a look at the roster here. And ouch! That's not fucking good there, yep. You see it right, he finally got hurt. Now, nothing permanent. It's only a miss next game, but that means the next opponent suddenly, Luke Quad 4 has to change his strategy somewhat, and you can see the problem is he's starting to creep up in TV. It's still a fantastic team, mind you. But now he's just coming in with a core 11, high TV, and 180, which is implying he has to spend 30k or it's a free enhancement there. 3 team rerolls, 5 fan factor. They're just trundling on. They're probably going to win the division, and they're going to be a team to watch out for. Now the Bone Street crew. Alright, Vort. What can you Khemri do for you here? Well, they're developing alright. You've got the kick. Brilliant choice there. Always a brilliant choice for Khemri here. Kick is one of the best skills they want because you need to control where the ball's landing. Because let's face it, you don't move very far, so you really want to have high control. Either you want it deep, 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 so he takes forever coming back up with it, or right up near the front line where you can deal with his people there. And let's take a look there. Of course, kick-off return, good choice. Block on the other one, fine choice. 2 mighty blows, 3 team rerolls, 5 fan factor. He's quite a friend. Alright, now these cunts. Yep, they did it again there. They basically pulled another thing out of their ass again. Well, that's typical. It's a Chorf team there. Again, gradually getting more SPP, but you're falling behind, lad. What's fucking wrong with you there? It's got 1 skill there on the Bill Centaur. Fine, that's working away there. The other one definitely needs another TD. Warms the heart there, yep. The Fluffer is now a complete Fluffer. Yep, he's got Dirty Player there. The Chorfs are on the way. That should have you fucking worried now at this point, lads there. He got block on the strength 4 piece. So certainly now he's become the true designated ball carrier. Watch out for that team. As we've seen it before and seen again on a Chorf team, if this player starts existing, the Chorfs start having more options than you want them to have. 3 rerolls now marching forward. Apothecary and of course the fan factor. Another team to unfortunately watch here. Alright, the miracle worker in cells here. Fend request there. Hammer time, great time. Well, no one's dead again, but he's been beat up even further, if that's actually true. Yeah, it is, unfortunately. You can see his team's just taking it on the chin. Now, he's finally bought the replacement blitzer. Yay! He's finally got a replacement blitzer. And you can see now he's got the 3 yeomen. Wait a minute. Wasn't that 4 a while ago? Not anymore. No, it's back down to 3 again. And he's getting crippled again. Yeah, he's beat, batted. He can't fire them there. 2 rerolls, Apothecary fan factor. Hey. Well, at least you got the blitzer back. Just in time for creeping into the second round there. Will you qualify? Well, it's going to find out what your new opponent is, isn't it? This is going to be a tough one there. Alright, the most handsome man with a cape ever in this league here. Lando and the Mice of Nim. Alright, they've bounced back. Brilliant to see. That is what we believe in you there, lad. And the gutter runners are once again back in full production there. Storm Vermin, it's not his style. Not his style indeed. He's got the kicker. Absolutely ingenious there. The rats, he doesn't give a flying rat about them anyway. 3 reroll, Apothecary, 5 fan factor there. He's got the money here, so he's got options if he wants them. But does he want to exercise? See, this is where he's being cunning. He's being rather cunning. He's waiting with a card up his sleeve to see what happens in week number 7, and then he'll make a real decision there. Alright, Ericsson, Yodel, hee-hoo, to Valhalla, Ilula, whatever you want to pronounce it there. This is a fantastic Norse team. You are running a bloody fantastic Norse team. They really are. Any fucking given Sunday, this firm can win. Without a doubt. And at your hands, again, it's any given Sunday there. You've got the dream come true. The thrower has AG4. That is the fucking Norse dream. So he doesn't have sure hands. You really don't care too much about there. You just want to get the ball forward. And of course, he's got the 2 berserkers doing their job here. He's got the one good runner there who's now got the blodge. Well done. And then, of course, everyone else, he's got the 1 block on the UFF. And the rest of the team, Dauntless on a runner. Dauntless on a runner. It's built in, so you can see what he's planning here. He's going to need these 2 buggers. He's looking at what he's coming up with here. But he's got the kick, and he's got the tackle. It's all fantastic there. 3 rerolls, Apothecary, 4 fan factor. Like I said, you're at any given Sunday team. All right, let's take a look here. What happened? Every season, there's going to be a team. It doesn't matter. The coach gets better. It's definitely clear here, lad. You've gotten better and better. I'm delighted to see that, and you never quit. This is what we love about you there. Never quit. Ask just about any coach in this league. Every one of us have been bottom feeders at least once here. But if you keep at it, you'll be rewarded eventually. This is just a season where it's a learning experience. And you can see here's 2 block here on the Nurgle Warrior. Well, at least all your Nurgle Warriors are alive. Funny fact, that one there. The Runners, they're fine. The Pestigors, they're fine. And the Beast, break tackle. Considering how you use your Fluffy, that's a good bot skill. No, really, I've seen how you play. It's a great bot skill. You just never, ever have Nuffle get on your side. And like I said, every season there's a team that has that happen. Go and ask Goat Boy about that one there. 2 kills, 1 cup. He can tell you all about what it's like to be fabulous, handsome, lucky with women, and then Nuffle hating your guts. He'll tell you all the great stories about that one there. And, of course, the legend himself, the Emperor Panda himself here, the Thunder Down Unger, and he's got the most disappointing lock firm you've ever seen. It's not the coach. Well, okay, sometimes it's the coach. I'm sorry, sometimes it is. You've gotten better. I get it. We love you because you do get better every game. It's going to be phenomenal the day you ever pay attention half the time. I figure it's all the hookers is what's distracting you half the time here. Blood to a tackle, good choice. 1 mighty blow, you can see why he's doing that here. And then, of course, he's only got the 1 black lock with block, and he's the one getting all the SBP. So, next skill, that's up to you. The way your team's going, mighty blow is probably what he wants. No, I'm serious, probably what he wants, because that's what he's fucking doing. So you might as well just, travel the party train. And then, of course, he's got the one thrower with the kickoff return. He needs it because the way the team's been performing, not the coach most of the time, but the way the firm's performing, he needs every little luck stand he can get there. 3 rerolls, Apothecary, Fan Factor. Now let's take a look at what is going on the leaderboard at the end of week 6. And yep, you're not imagining it. You're not fucking imagining it. Yep. They finally got stopped. Yep, there's a draw there. He's now unbeaten, but he's no longer undefeated. 5 wins, 1 tie. He's got a draw finally. Still keeps him top of the division now. Mice and Min, as I said, he's got his stride back. 3-2-1. The one loss, of course, to Who's Truly there. Then the cunts. This should start worrying you too there, because, yes, it's 4 draws, but it shows that every single team he faces, he at least has a counter to it. That should start to fucking worry you at this point here. That is a scary record to actually have. Bretonians, 2-3-1. You're in the middle of the pack here, lad, and you're still trying to rebuild the team. Stay alive. That's what you're looking for. All right, the Norse, Eric's. It's all in or all out. Like I said, you're an any given Sunday team. It's why everyone loves you and everyone cheers for you. All right? You're delightful. We love you. So keep it going, lad. I'm looking forward to how you do in the next round here. Angry Panda. You've got a problem right now. Now you've got a big problem. You need to win your next game. All right? You just need to win that because Vort here is hungry for a win too with his Khemri, and he's got the same advice. Win the fucking next game. All right? Because either you doesn't do it, we're looking at relegation here for one of you two here. And of course, sorry, like we said, every season, there's always one team that has that happen to them there. Well, look at it this way. You're, how we say, in a good situation here. You've got no pressure your next game. You might be the great spoiler, because look who you're against. You're against the Pro Elves. And the Pro Elves took a whack to the jaw that last game. They've finally gotten a chip in their armor. It's not perfect. But you're Nurgle. See what he can do. No, really, this is the game you can just go all out and see what you can fucking do to piss him off. Go for it. It really is. That is the best confident recommendation I can give you there. As for Luke, you really didn't want to play that team now after that last game. You really do not want to play this team. It's Nurgle. Fortunately, though, you're in the cruise control here. You might end up playing conservative, but you know what? That never works for you. It works when you're brilliant and glamorous. Problem is that seems to draw all the ones to you there. But, yeah, we get it there. We get it. Meanwhile, let's go back up there. Oh, of course. Yeah, there it is. That is the game right there. That is the fucking game to watch. No, seriously, that's the game to watch this week here. Because either team, a tie, then it goes to differentials in points there. And I don't think either firm feels confident about that there. It's a must-win situation. Both firms. Tune in. I will definitely have to cast that one there. Oh dear, any given Sunday just found the bastard. Alright, good luck. No, seriously, good luck, but you really don't want to face that team. No, seriously, you really fucking don't want to face this team. You really don't. Here's my advice for you how to beat them. Just be you. Just really be you. Trust in the glass cannons, go all out, maybe trust in the frenzy. See what you can do there. I promise you it's going to be a wild game. Alright? Mice of Min versus Fen Requester. Alright, normally I would say yes, absolutely. Skaven are going to take this one here. But look at the quality of the coach. Of course, he's up against the other Bretonians, and they will not quit. Don't be surprised if he uses his mobility, his Bill Bexley speed, to at least try to control the flood of gutter runners. But then again, Lando already knows what he needs to do there. It's just plain beat your fucking ass in there. So that basically sums up the Tasman Division. Going into Week 7. Right, let's sum all this up here, lads. So there you have it. Season 10, Week 6 review. And God, what a week that was there. Like I said, now this week here, for some of your firms there, it's a delight because you have zero pressure on you whatsoever. Just play and have fun there. You stuck it out all season. Keep tuning in the broadcast there. Have fun. like I said, every season there's always going to be a team or two ends up near the bottom. The ones going to the Hooligan Division might envy you after a while. There's also teams that made it to the next round are going to envy you too there because, oh, this is going to shake up, isn't it there? Week 7 coming up. It's all going to come down to, especially in one division there, the battle of the midweek stars there. Must win games for 4 fucking firms. Must win or it's relegation for them. So it's going to be great to see there. Thank you all for tuning in there. As always, we've had a great time doing this. And definitely thank you for all the support that's come into the channel there in the broadcast. It has been mind-numbing. Also knee-numbing. My knees feel fucking great thanks to you there. Nuffle. Bless your dice.